And correct me if I'm wrong. Because what was your highest weight?
Like 270.
270. You look shorter at 270, huh?
Dude, my stomach would hit the steering wheel. It
Mm,
was bad.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is your stomach not supposed to hit the steering? Wait,
Well, I didn't want to drive.
you trying to say
bro.
I'm driving wrong?
No.
No. He's not like,
What are you trying to say, dude?
Oh, man.
I invite you to my home.
Like, cut that
I bring you on my podcast, talk a bunch of. I'm not supposed to be Bonsa first. Is that what you're saying, bro?
The Sonder Experience.
Clap. Yeah, we're synced up and we're ready to go.
All right, guys.
Don't be nervous, dude. You got this. You're fucking piloting this whole
we're
thing.
We're good. All right. Look at that camera, you said, right?
That's you.
All right, guys. Thanks for talking.
You're good, dude. You're good.
You got this.
All right.
You're good.
Let's go. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Sonder Experience. I have a special guest today by his name, Armando Rodriguez, and my good friend, The Journey.
Hey, what up? What up?
Thank you. Armando, thanks for coming on the show, bro.
I appreciate it.
Thank you a lot.
What about me? I'm a guest, dude. I'm here too, bro. Acknowledge me, man.
The journey over here giving me, I want to say special thank you for letting me sit on your special
Hey,
spot.
we're going to test this out, dude. I believe in you. I know you can rock this. This
Thank
is
you.
all you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if we fail, it's all you too.
No, I just want to say thank you guys. I think the gym has really changed us a lot.
Yeah.
All of us three. Armando, do you want to go ahead and tell me what made you go to the gym, or why did you start
What
working
made me
out?
go to the gym?
That's such
kinda-
a loaded question, dude.
It is, but I remember what actually pushed me to that point,
Yeah.
and it's not even like a funny story. It's more like, damn, you were that heavy. I was probably like a little bit over 260, and I just remember getting ready for work like a normal day, and out of nowhere, like I went to bend down to tie my shoes, right? I literally was like breathing super heavy right after I finished tying my shoe. I was like, this isn't right. Like I just knew like after breathing so hard, and then it's like I gotta do something different. I was like, whatever I'm doing is not working.
At
It's
what
not
age?
healthy.
At what age did you?
I would say it was like 4 years ago when that actually happened.
4 years.
So from 4 years ago, I completely changed everything. And then even like no matter how much time I went to the doctor, kind of like being borderline diabetic, it's just never really did anything for me. Like I kind of thought like, okay, maybe if I eat right a little bit, like it would be okay. But after that feeling, I was like, there's got to be some drastic changes.
Something changing.
Yeah.
Is your family all big?
No, my sister and my brother, my dad actually he's so like short and stocky. He was always like a person that would just go running and do like push-ups on a chair. Even when we were kids, he would have us like be on his back while he was doing his push-ups like super inclined. And even my uncle, his brother was in the military, that they would compete against each other and just talk a lot of like crap to each other. Like that was like their way of showing like love, was putting each other down and like trying to make yourselves
Better.
better. But
So like friendly competition.
yeah,
Yeah, pushing each other. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got you. You have a big family?
for like my primary,
Yeah.
no, just
Or who
three
you
of
grew
us.
up with?
When I was a kid, it was just me, my sister, and my brother. We lived in Los Lunas, New Mexico,
Oh, okay.
for like 13 years before we moved over here with all my family. But it was with my dad's side of the family that I grew up with my uncle, who I really don't really call him my uncle because he's like 2 years older than me.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
When we were in high school and enjoying like sports, I would always see my invitationals and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it was interesting. I was like, he's like, call me Theo at school. I was like, I ain't calling you Theo. I was like, I can't do that.
and tell me, do you? So you've been, because you work out with several people, right?
Yeah.
Is it more like a family workout for you guys, or is it just like, hey, everyone was on the same journey at the same time?
I think everybody has different journeys, and like even meeting you, I think I met you through Jay,
Yeah.
and it's I don't know, it's different. Like things I never thought I would do. Like I usually just bring my headphones in and kind of like zone out the world, and seeing everybody has a different fitness, and then you talk to somebody, it's like, man, they're just as normal as you are. And then it's just interesting. Like even when I met Joey, I saw that he had like anime on his water bottle, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta talk to this guy. I was like, I'm curious like what that is that he was watching.
Yeah.
And so I said like, hey, I was like, you watch anime? He's like, yeah. Put back on his headphones. I'm like, all right, dick. I was like, I guess I ain't talking to this guy. So like the next time we actually had more of a conversation, but I'm like, damn.
No, fuck you. We're not talking now, bro.
Yeah, let me just put back my headphones. Like,
It's crazy.
Dude, I was checking out your Instagram a little bit. Do you do like personal training? Or do you guys go to the gym with that many people?
I just go to the gym and like honestly, even like in the afternoons, like on the weekends, I meet Albert and he like just works out with me. And on the weekdays, it's Alex. I have like even some people just randomly will ask a question and they kind of just stand by us. And it's just, it's crazy. I don't, but I don't neglect anybody. Like anybody who wants to do anything, like I feel it's really cool. Like I hope people correct me when I'm doing stuff wrong. And as more as I'm trying to be that moral support for them to keep doing stuff.
Do you feel comfortable like when you're in the gym and like a lot of times I'll see a female working out or a male working out and I can tell that they're inexperienced. Maybe they're not new, but maybe the way that they were trained or what they've looked up, they haven't perfected that form yet.
Correct.
I'll go up and I'll be like, hey, you know what? I'm not trying to mess up your routine. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just maybe keep your elbows tucked in when you're doing this or don't lift up so much when you're doing that. Do you feel comfortable enough to tell people that, or do you kind of just leave them and let them do their thing?
Definitely, unless it's like a little cocky kid from high school. I really like.
See, I'll go to school then too.
Afterwards, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you know those kind of kids that just like dropped away and they're like, oh
yeah, you're right.
Flex
you're
this
right
here in the mirror. I'm like, take a selfie. I'm like, all right, dude. You keep doing you, bud.
No, I'm not in high school. I do that. I still do that shit. Dude.
I'm gonna tell you. Well,
are you gonna tell me this much?
No, I'm gonna tell you this. But no, seriously, I haven't done it. I've only done it to my calves, but maybe because I'm still not proud of myself. Maybe
you talking about flexing?
Yeah, flexing.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I've never seen Armando do that.
No.
I mean, and I've seen him work out, and it's incredible. Just the focusedness that he has.
Right.
You know, it's like how you say sometimes people do a pump, and don't get me wrong, it's nice. You know, it's not because what got them there.
Right.
How do they get there?
Right.
You know, it's something is going through their mind.
Yeah.
That is making them, you know, say, hey, this makes me feel good.
Sure.
Which, I mean, I understand. And I'm not going to lie. I've seen people, like Armando said, cocky. And I think that's why so many people feel threatened at the gym when they first start going. That insecurity, you know? And when you're going to the gym, I feel like it's a place that it should be home for people.
Sure.
For therapy, you know? Because Armando and me, I mean, I'm pretty sure he has some stories that he wants to say why he's in there. You know,
but even with that, couldn't it just be our perspective of what these people are doing? Because I'm telling you right now, I've looked like shit for so long that if I woke up tomorrow jacked, I'll still be cool. But you better believe I'm in that fucking mirror and I'm flexing.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think it's necessarily cocky to like trip out on your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
but there's two types.
If you're putting people down, like I look good, you look like shit, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But I don't get upset if somebody's flexing in the gym, dude, checking them
Well,
out.
no, I don't either. But like Armando said, the cockiness. There's some people that do it that for a cocky reason.
Yeah.
Well, just like this morning, I was in there. There was a guy who was definitely a lot better. I think more toned than I was.
Like defined?
Yeah. And this fool was like watching me right behind me the whole entire time, thinking like, and so when I'm doing these flies for my shoulder and delts and everything, all of a sudden, like he was doing completely different muscle group, biceps. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to do flies now to show you
All
that
of a sudden.
I have a better body tone than you. I'm like, dude, you're just a dick.
Does that shit bug you?
It gets to me a little bit.
Does it?
Like, it kind of finally like, dude came here like how Joey described it. It was more like he wanted to be like the alpha male. I was like, all right, dude. Like, this is not kind of like the way I see the gym. It's more a family. It's more we're there to encourage one another, not like how you said. I get, yes, there's some people that do like to flex or whatever, but the kids that come there like do one bicep thing and think that their bicep just grew like 2 inches.
Right.
in that split
Right.
second.
They eat their
That-
spinach,
that crowd's
Popeye
frustrated.
arms. Yeah.
Or and then like they have a whole group and then it's like they're more talking than they're actually working out. I'm like, dude, like we're fighting for a bench right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So things like that. It's more of a pet peeve than anything. But
I'll tell you one thing that does piss me off, and maybe you're allowed to do it because you pay your membership just like I do.
Yeah.
But when fucking people are in 2 or 3 machines at a time, and they got their water bottle set up here, their backpack over here, and they're on this machine over here, and they think that like that's cool.
that's marking everything.
Dude, that pisses me off, bro. And I'll go like I won't even be doing back, and I'll purposely leave my chest to go fucking hit some low rows or something. Be like, no, dude, you can't claim all of this, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. Like I get it. It's early in the morning. There's not a lot of people here, but
Yeah.
it's limited on machines still.
True.
I need like if somebody needs that, they need it. You know what I mean? And that I don't know that shit that does piss me off. Like I fucking look at people.
For me,
dirty
it's
on
the
that one.
texting.
Texting.
Yeah, for me, it's the texting.
Yeah. In
'Cause-
between sets.
No. I mean, there's some people that are literally just texting, like, and it's like, come on, man, like,
Yeah.
and then they're just like, you can tell they're not doing it, you know. And I mean, I'm starting to pick up weights, which feels good,
Yeah,
you know?
that's
really
but it's just I can see how like Joy's saying, like, hey, that's 20 minutes, you know, like when you're trying to finish a set.
That's
you,
true.
You know, so you start looking at your time, you know, while people are just texting or like how you say, you know, it's just time consuming. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what sucks is sometimes I'll even sacrifice my work because you know they only have one fly machine there.
Yeah.
And it's
Wish
like
they had more.
I wish they had more,
Oh,
but they only have that one, right? So when I'm there and I notice that somebody's obviously waiting on me, I'll speed it up a little bit and I'll sacrifice my workout just a little bit so I
Just
can
to
make
be that
sure. Because if
helpful
I'm doing
person,
4 sets, that could take a while.
True.
But then there's people, dude, that like I'm sitting there and I try not to make eye contact. I got my backpack on, my headphones on. I'm just looking at the ground, but you know I'm waiting for this machine and they don't give a fuck, dude. They'll stay there forever. And it's like, I know you know I'm waiting for you.
Yes.
Why are you doing this?
You can feel that.
Yeah,
sense
you
of, like-
know I'm here, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit pisses me off too. I think gym etiquette's super, super important.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
And it might be personal, but mentally wise, are you okay?
Mentally wise, I'm okay.
Because
Damn.
no,
Yeah, bro. Hey, what makes you sad, bro?
no, just because I'm gonna say this is like, for me, I still struggle with my mental,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm pretty sure you do too. You know, it's never, there's never an end cycle to that. I feel like,
No.
you know,
I definitely think like as a mental state, that's why I'm always in the word, basically. So not to get all Christian on anybody or anything like that. It's just something that keeps me more grounded. I'm not a perfect person. I think everybody obviously goes through things.
Yeah, you just called Joey a dick.
Nah. That was my first time meeting him. That was just a perspective.
Is that in the word too?
now they're
bro?
golfing and everything.
Is that Leviticus, dude? Thou shalt not be a dick, dude. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry, my bad.
it's all right. Like made me lose my whole train.
I need to breathe.
That's my fault, dude. That's my here. Read the Lord's Prayer, bro. Go ahead. You didn't do it.
Oh, that's dope. But yeah, I go through my personal things at home and even at work. But I definitely try not to let that be anything that distracts me. Even sometimes I'll even put my phone on Do Not Disturb while I'm there. So, because you do get those messages that are either one, if it's someone's like talking crap, whether it's a relative or a family, you kind of just want to be away from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the gym definitely seems like it keeps me more in that. And then seeing everybody else that is like a huge influence.
Yeah.
It helps me more than anything.
Yeah, you just have high energy, and that's what I love. You know, he has always greeted me like, just simply even just texting throughout the week. He'll always just check up on me.
That's cool.
You know, so for me, it's like I want to make sure he's good. You know, and I know, you know, I still struggle with my own mental stuff. You know, family issues and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people don't know how much the gym could help that. You know, whatever it is that you're going in life. You know, I feel like if I wasn't going to the gym, I don't feel like I'll still be here. Mentally wise, I wasn't at a good state in mind.
Sure.
You know, I mean, and it's just, it's hard, you know, and it's another job to, you know, your mental is, it's a full-time thing.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
So I've noticed that you ask almost everybody, like, how's your mental? you bring up mental, you bring up self-love, you bring up energy, stuff like that. But like when you ask people about how's their mental, what are you asking them? Like, are you saying what gets them through the day mentally? Or are you saying, are they struggling with anything mentally? Are you saying...
Yeah, because we all have thoughts at night.
Yeah.
Bad thoughts.
Bad thoughts.
Okay.
So I don't want those bad thoughts to win.
Sure. Nobody
know?
does. Yeah.
And I had an ex that told me that, that what keeps you up at night, and I've never had anyone ask me that, and
did you have an answer for him?
it was a hard question at that time, to be honest, because I was really going through it at that time.
Yeah.
It was at a time that I didn't probably even want to live, and I knew that wasn't the best result for people that really actually loved me.
Sure.
So it's some. I feel like if you're working on yourself at the gym, it's helped me a lot. I feel like mental healthness is not brought out enough. It's a silent killer.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you don't speak on it, sometimes I just got a message the other day that, and I think his name was, I got to check on my phone, but he messaged me about why wasn't I on the podcast.
Oh.
I don't know who he is, but he said that he was happy about me and you, about how we bring out awareness. And I feel like I said, it does, like how you said on the podcast one time, we're grown men and we're taught to hide our feelings.
Yeah.
That's
how we were raised at a young age. Yeah.
You have no choice.
No choice.
Yeah.
And I don't feel it's not a feel bad for him.
No.
It's, hey, check up on that person.
Yeah.
Check up on your spouse. Check up on that guy that loves you. Because it might look like I told, he's always in a high spirit, and that's what I love. That's what I look for.
Right.
And it's crazy to me. Like talking about physique, it's like, okay, it's, how could they not be proud of that? But it's something up here that keeps triggering it,
Right.
For me, it's like I can stay 2 hours in the gym. How long do you do, Armando?
Well, hold on. Before we go off on that, I don't mean to cut you
No
off.
problem.
So I want to ask you a question. Is the gym the only thing that gets you mentally right? And the only reason I ask that is because what if one day that goes away? He said that he's in the Word. Yeah. You say that he's in high spirits. That's not just the gym, Bubba. Yeah. That's prayer. That's reflection. A lot of that, I'd say, doesn't have anything to do with the gym, because you got to get if you really want to work on your mental, then being physically fit isn't like, you can have the best body in the world and you could still feel like shit.
But it's like once I told you, and this, I'm going to ask you this. First, it started with the gym, right?
Yeah, definitely did.
And that's what, really.
And this is where I tell you, the gym, the gym unlocks different levels.
Okay.
Because how long have you been with the Word?
I would say we went back 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
So
actually really started. Yeah.
Started looking, So I feel like the gym actually, it's like you start detoxing, you start eliminating things and you start wanting to do better, and it's hard to believe that, how the gym, because for me, it's right now, I'm seeing my mental get stronger and stronger and stronger, but I still feel one thing missing.
Yeah.
And it can be the Word.
It could be a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's, you start thinking about it, but has the gym helped my mental? Definitely.
Yeah.
It's helped me. Like I told you, I'm a lot happier now than when I had $30,000 in my account.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
wasn't happy. I didn't want to live.
Right.
When people were like, I want that kind of money.
Yeah.
Well, what does that kind of money do when you're not happy?
I guess the reason I only ask, I don't mean to keep taking spotlight, dude.
Fine.
The only reason I ask is because, like, the Sonder experience, right? It's not the fitness channel. And we always talk about fitness. We always talk about health because that's what's important to us, right? That's what we're doing.
Correct.
But like, we're more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're more than a Mariners hat and a Tupac shirt. You're more than glasses and a wristband. Like, we matter outside of the gym as well. The gym helps us for 2 hours of the day. What makes you a complete man for the other 22 hours? Like, what else are you doing? How are you living outside of the gym? Because we can go to the gym and not say a single thing to anybody.
Correct.
It makes us better for ourselves. But like as men, I feel like anyway, as a man, I want to leave my mark and I want to do something good for the world. Going to the gym might not be that. So opening up about my feelings, talking about my emotions, sharing my personal stories that are even uncomfortable for me, but I know that somebody will watch this someday and benefit from it, so I'm willing to do it. Mm-hmm. The gym is great. Don't get me wrong. I love the gym, but I haven't been to the gym in a month, and I'm more mentally clear now than I have been that whole time I was grinding, making sure I got to get to the gym, making sure. Now it's still a priority. I want to be in the gym, but like if I want to be mentally clear, I have to find something else because the gym can close down. With the pandemic comes again, then we can't go to the gym. What if I'm physically disabled one day? Can't go to, like, what am I going to do to set myself up for success that I truly am mentally healthy? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying at all? Yeah. And so like being in the Bible, are you Christian, Catholic?
Christian.
I
was Catholic and then I feel like it was more than just saints and so forth with it. And Christianity just seems like it's just been, and I don't even like even titling myself as that either, just that I'm a follower of Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
No.
I don't like titles like that.
Well, neither did Jesus.
Yeah, neither did Jesus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what you meant. That's a true statement.
He knew that religion was going to separate his people. And
correct.
Like you even say, like I would say I'm Christian, right? And you can say that you're Christian. Christians don't even all agree.
Exactly.
You got your Protestants, you got your this, you got your that, you got your Methodists, Like we Baptist, can't even, There's people that don't believe in the Trinity that would say that they're Christians. There's Trinitarians. There's like, it all, you know what I mean? It all, I don't know. It's all superficial to me. I don't know. My question is like, I don't talk about religion a lot on here, but I like it.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, if you weren't raised in religion at all, and you were on an island by yourself and a Bible washed up, you would never call yourself a Christian, because that's not what it would call you to do, right? It would just say, pick up your cross and follow me.
Yeah.
Do you feel that is an important enough a message in itself that you don't need to be taught anything else? In black and white, the Bible will teach you what we're supposed to do.
Follow myself then, because then you won't even have those kind of, maybe not those intrusive thoughts that come across. You know what I mean? Things that, like how you said, those dark thoughts. If you only had them at night, man, I praise you for that, because I had those things throughout the whole entire day.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Those, not just minute after minute. It could even be every other second. It just hits, and it's crazy. And I love that verse that you just said too. It's actually one of my favorite ones, is Luke 9:23.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, it's just, that one hit me right there when you said it too, and that's amazing.
Yeah. So I obviously, like, I'm not perfect.
None of us are.
No, not at all. But that's crazy to me to think that, like, nobody from the beginning of time has ever been perfect for a second. Jesus was perfect for 33 years and decided to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he created everything. You look up at night and you see all the stars, and he made everything. He made every tree. He made grains of sand. He made every drop of water. And he's like, I still have time to focus on you, and I made you too, because you matter just as much. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm getting all into it, dude.
That's good.
I think you do have a good spirit, bro. I'm gonna sit here from now on, bro. I'm gonna try to pick up on all this energy, dude. I like it over here.
No, it comes to, like I tell you, unlocking different things in life.
Right.
You know, I mean, I know eventually I believe in God. Do I go to church? Not as much as I should. You know, but I feel that there's gonna be a time, like, just like how everything, like when I stopped doing drugs, and you know, it comes to a point that you say, hey, enough is enough. Yeah. You know, and it's in every aspect in life.
But going to church isn't going to get you saved.
Yeah. You know, but you start seeking, you know, hey, why is stuff going bad to me? You know, or why is this happening to me? Yeah. You know, and because I've seen his Instagram, and you write stuff down, right?
All the time, yeah. Journal what I read, and it kind of helps me comprehend what I just read. Just like, funny how you just said, like he said, you can't just, church ain't gonna save you. You got to do the work. And one of the verses that I read, I don't know if it's Proverbs that it was in, but it says, like, it's like looking in the mirror and then turning away from the mirror, you already forgot how you look. So it's like, if you just read the word, you're not doing it, you're gonna forget everything that you just read,
Right. Yeah.
and it's gonna be meaningless.
Now, is your whole family into church as well, like
No.
with you, or just
It's rarely set up like that,
Yeah.
dude. It's rare.
My father just he goes. He's one of the people that actually really drew me away from God when I was young. They would go to church, and him and my mom started yelling at each other. Fights right in front of us, right afterwards. Went to catechism, did the whole youth groups. I mean, I would love being more away from the house than seeing what I would come back home to.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was the kind of the guy that just liked to discipline, and it was more about pride. And if we did anything, if I were to walk over him without saying excuse me, believe it or not, he'll tell you, meet me in the garage, I'm gonna whip the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it would be with anything you get a hold of. So it was like our discipline, to me, my brother got it probably worse than anybody. It did get it worse than everybody. That, I mean, it was bad.
Did you grow up tough? Like, were you in fights in school and shit?
My brother was.
Not you?
me. I tried to be away from that because I saw how bad he got it.
Yeah.
So it was like more of me. I was like more of a nerd that tried to just, I'll be doing my schoolwork at the bus stop.
Yeah, okay.
Waiting for the bus.
Yeah, like this is time to kill right here. I gotta do that.
But why do you think? Do you think it's because you knew that if you focus on your books, you wouldn't live the way that your dad was living?
Yeah.
So were you already trying to escape that at a young age?
Oh, instantly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It just, being the middle kid too, it was just, you know what I mean? Just kind of seeing like how my brother was, and then my sister who never got like spanked a day in her life. It was like, this is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am following my brother's lead, and it's like, no, it's not gonna.
Now, do you have any kids, or do you?
I have one son,
One son.
and I have 2 stepkids,
Okay.
so 3. But yeah.
Because you work out a lot with it's your nephews, right? That you work out with, or
Sometimes when they're able to.
Okay,
Yeah. Right now they're all in tackle football, and then I even got myself into coaching flag football right now.
nice.
Oh
nice.
damn. How old are you, dude?
39.
You are?
Yeah,
I thought you were younger for sure,
No.
bro.
I'm old.
You think 39's old?
I feel old sometimes. That's why I try to keep with the young kids over there at the gym. Man.
No, I don't think 30. I think you're just at your prime now, where you
Yeah,
start to figure
I
shit
thought he
out.
was 35.
Yeah, I thought you were younger for sure.
I thought he was
Yeah.
35.
No. How? What? Can I ask you a question? How much are you weighing at right now?
Weighing right now, 215.
215.
Wow, that's nice.
I was gonna say bigger, dude. You look stocky as shit.
I was at 210 before I got sick. I was sick last Thursday, and I've been out for like 6 days. I was just telling him.
But you just did a shred, right? Because you were heavier than that.
I was at 225.
225. Wow, 10-pound difference. You should have seen him.
Bulking.
I've seen him.
No, when he was 225,
I mean,
like heavier,
how long ago?
like 6 months ago, huh? Like 7
Yeah.
months, like 6-7 months ago.
Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not.
Yeah, he was. I told him, "Oh wow, you look good, huh?" When you
I
came back.
remember when I finally saw you.
Yeah, he looked good. I was like,
when you
look
finally got off the stairs, you know.
Yeah,
No, dude, hey, don't get. He's still on the
Oh,
stairs,
he's
bro.
always on the stairs.
He loves those damn stairs.
I'm on it now for 25 minutes.
He's better greeter than the actual people that work there.
We need to get you a Planet Fitness shirt, bro.
Dude,
We
my
need to-
sister loves him.
and put a
every
tip,
single time.
put a tip jar right in front of you, dude.
No, like I said, I chose that one. Honestly, I chose that because I was I think when I hit that Stairmaster, I was like 325.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I was going down, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna choose this one because people are just gonna, pass me up really fast, But
Well, can you see you have no face chubby, bro?
Dude, you're
But no,
you're either working out
no,
or
on the
robbing
real-
banks, bro.
but
We
no,
don't know what
on
you're
the real.
doing.
I never word that until maybe like a year after or maybe 8 months into my working out. No,
Yeah.
seriously, I have photos.
You
I have
calling him out?
photos.
Is he full of
I-
shit?
I'm gonna send you guys
You're the only
photos.
person I ever met that had a fur jacket on, bro. I was like, how's this guy not fainting on that thing? 5 minutes, I'm dying. I can't do that.
He shows up in full mink, bro. Just like,
No, I'm
When the
sweating.
pimp's in the
I'm
crib,
sweating in 10 minutes. I'm sweating in 10 minutes. It's crazy sweat.
I bet.
No, it is. It is.
I don't know how you do it.
No, so tell me, do you feel like do you need to work on anything else, like do you understand, like, because right now you're really into fitness and God,
Yeah.
do you feel like you need anything else to feel completed, or
Like in my fitness journey or
just anything in aspect in life?
Well, I definitely feel like I'm far away from where I need to get at my goal, my fitness wise, and so like even trying to cut weight, I feel like I'm freaking starving myself sometimes. I'm like, this is nuts. And I lost 10 pounds in a week, and I felt great. But then I was like, oh my gosh, my stomach felt like it was eating itself, and I'm like, this is not healthy for me. So then it's like, I don't know. And then I ended up like one of the worst days, like how you talked about in your intrusive thoughts and just thoughts in general that aren't healthy. Contemplating life and just thinking about my future. I was like, I need answers. And then I just remember like Sammy from the gym like asked me, "You've been fasting before?" So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And I fasted, I prayed, and honestly it was like one of my best days I ever had in my life. Was doing that. And then I felt like I had more peace mentally than I ever had.
Well, fasting is very biblical.
It is, yes.
Extremely.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy what food does to us.
Yeah, because if you're defeating that, you could defeat anything else, because that's God giving you that strength, and how strong you still could be without eating. I was like, it's crazy.
I'm nice size, dude. I'll fast for like 3 months and still feel great. God, give me the strength, bro.
I know, just let me lose like another 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. What kind of goals do you have as far as like your fitness stuff?
I want to compete
In what?
in just like body fit,
Like physique?
physique. There.
Oh, are you natural?
Yeah,
All natural.
all natural.
Not on testosterone or anything.
I wish I could get on testosterone. I tried actually. I actually got tested, and my levels were like 100 from the lowest.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, we need to do more tests." And I was like, "You guys are just taking my money." I was like, "I ain't doing this."
Yeah.
I was like, "Just give me what I need. You said
Right.
I could get it,
Right.
but you're not going to give me it.
Right.
You want me to go spend more money to get all these tests to just finally say at the end you're going to give it to me?"
Yeah.
So, never.
I'll get you some.
Yeah?
I'm not lying. Dude, I'll get you to 1,200 if you want. I can turn you into a beast, dude. I don't think me personally. I mean, obviously it's a foreign substance being injected into your body, but as far as like the fitness industry goes, I feel like testosterone isn't cheating, bro, because you naturally produce it anyway.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just like blood doping. Do you know what blood doping is?
No.
So like a lot of the runners, they'll go and they'll give like a pint of blood and they'll keep that pint of blood on ice. And then they'll train at high altitudes for like a race or something. And then like a week before that they go back into that race, their blood has regenerated. And then they go back and get that extra pint put back into them, dude. And then they're just like, they're running on high octane.
What the heck?
And they're
Never heard of that.
cruising, bro. So much oxygen through your blood, dude. You have a whole extra pint in you. You're just fucking cooking, dude. And I don't think that's cheating either.
Never heard of that.
Blood doping's bad,
So,
bro.
do you want to be like this? Cut.
No, that's really big. I want to be that cut, that shows my muscles like that.
That's drugs, dude.
But I know.
That's
You just want to be natural.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's steroids forever.
Because, man, that's what I want to be at. 215, 220.
Yeah,
I think that's perfect.
but you're taller than him.
What's your height?
5'6".
5'6".
With my shoes on.
With my shoes on. Man, you don't look that short at the gym,
Bro,
bro.
I'm super short, man. I feel like a
I'm
typical
sorry,
Mexican that says, "Hey, you're like 1 inch from being a midget, guy."
Dude, I'm sorry he's lying to you, bro.
I know
he's not short, bro.
No,
You're just
super
that tall.
I look at you guys. I'm like, gosh, damn. I'm glad we're sitting down.
How
man.
tall are you?
I think last time I checked was like 6'1".
Six. Okay.
6'1" or 6'2".
Okay, I'm 6'3".
So yeah.
So, but like,
Damn,
if-
I would love to be 4 more inches. Just
no.
to be close to you guys, man.
But like, if I could get down to 210, I feel like because of my height and because I do have a lot of muscle, I feel like I would look sickly almost.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Because what was your highest weight?
Like 270.
270. You look shorter at 270, huh?
Dude, my stomach would hit the steering wheel. It was bad.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, is your stomach not supposed to hit the steering? Wait,
Well, I didn't want to drive.
you trying to
with
say
it,
I'm
bro.
driving wrong?
No.
What are you trying to say, dude?
Oh man.
I invite you into my home.
Cut that
I bring you on my podcast, talk a bunch of shit. I'm not supposed to be Bonsa first. Is that what you're saying, bro?
Not what I'm saying.
He's not like that. You took it the wrong way.
That's not what I'm saying.
No. I'm just fucking. So I made a video one time on the first time that I was able to wear a seatbelt in like 8 years.
Really?
I just made that. Yeah, I was able to.
Is it on your?
It's on my TikTok. It's on my TikTok.
I don't have that.
I'm big on. I got like 160,000 on TikTok right now.
wow.
Yeah, you haven't been
That's
active.
amazing, bro.
No, I took a break
Yeah, why?
for my mental health.
Okay.
Because I was starting to determine my wealth on likes, not wealth, my what's what's the word I'm trying to look
Your
for?
likes, social media was taking over.
I was measuring myself in likes and comments and shares and subscribers, and I started realizing like that could go away tomorrow, and I still got to be me. So I don't want to focus too much on that. What's the word I was trying to look for? I was trying, not my wealth, my
Mental state. That's what it is.
you know what I'm trying to say. Like I was only as important as my followers would let me be.
I heard
you know
this
what I
thing.
mean?
I heard this thing, and it's true. That back in the day, it just mattered who was in front of you. Before social media.
Mm-hmm.
Now we want to be liked by 16 million people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and it shouldn't be that way.
No.
You know, because I feel that that's what people start. Oh, why is his life doing? Why is he doing better than me?
No.
Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been active on Instagram or TikTok. I haven't been posting, and I've lost followers, but like I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You're more happier now.
Crap ton as well.
I just, dude, it's not the hustle and bustle. Like when I started social media, it was just I didn't expect to have any followers. It
It's
was
a
just
full-time job in general.
no, dude, it really is. It's hard, and I just wanted to do it to keep myself accountable, so I can
Yeah.
go back and look at it. And then all of a sudden, I started getting followers, and I was like, oh man, like I could be onto something, you know.
Yeah.
I started thinking I was bigger than I really was. I started thinking that I was more important than I was, and like I didn't like that. You know, I started calling people my followers and stuff. I'm like, that sucks, dude. Who do I think I am?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm taking the break on that shit. Just so I need to ground myself in who I am. Like social media,
It can mess people's head.
Yeah.
it messed with mine.
What's huge though, because you have a huge testimony that's remarkable.
Yeah.
Like you said, no matter if you're even helping one person that hears about your life, like that's huge. You made an impact on that person.
And that's
and
important.
It benefits.
That's important.
And
dude.
because I've read comments on your story that say, "Hey, you've helped me go to the gym."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's hard that it's crazy to think you just never know who you're motivating.
It's not just that though, dude. Like I'm not trying to make this about me, but like I get DMs about, hey, I was gonna kill myself and I found one of your videos.
Jeez.
And I'm like, that's great. Thank you for that. Such a huge honor, but that's such a huge
Responsibility. on you.
response, dude.
Yeah.
That's so much pressure. That's so much, and I'm glad that I did it, and I'm glad that you're still here, and I'm awesome, cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to let you down now, and I barely on most days have enough for me.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Like your tank's already empty from
Yeah, dude, nothing's filling my cup, and I got to try to fill yours.
It's a lot of pressure.
That's hard,
Yeah.
dude. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And then, you get these people that are like, I'm not following you anymore because you don't do this like you used to. Well, I grew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry my channel isn't your channel. If you want to see that kind of content, create a channel and you do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I get that mine is Garrett Olson weight loss, but like, again, I'm more than the gym. I'm more.
You
than-
have a life outside social media.
Dude, I'm a
Family,
whole ass
everything, yeah.
person.
And that's why I was asking if you had kids, because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I can be in there for 2 hours, 3 hours, not have to worry about, hey, family time.
Yeah, my kids are
You know,
almost all grown.
how old are they?
My son's 19. He actually came by at my mom's house yesterday because my brother took me out, and he got a new car.
Nice.
I was so proud of him because he did it by himself, and he's just being an adult.
Yeah.
It's remarkable. It's impactful.
What's his name?
Armando.
Armando.
He's
nice.
a number 2.
Hey, Armando, if you're watching this, congratulations on that new car, brother. No, it's true. I had my car. I had a car at 17, but under my mom's name.
Yeah.
But I did the payments, and it feels good. It feels good. You know, like, hey, teach them young responsibility.
See, I had to sucker my dad into getting me a car when I was in high school, and he was hungover. So I was like, hey, let's go to the dealership. That's how I got my first car.
How old?
I was 16.
16. I got a bus pass, bro. What the fuck, dude? I got a 30-day bus pass. The first one's free. Next ones are on you, bro. Damn.
So, tell me about your life, man.
What do you want to know?
Damn. Hey, what's your social? What's your hood type?
No, just in general, you know, just life, man. Just, do you want to say anything? Do you want to express anything? Do you feel?
Well, it's very.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
That's hard.
It'd be better if you asked me a question and I could I'll answer it. Honestly,
Do you have a question for him?
Yeah, I can go all day. This is your episode,
Go ahead. Let me see. Ask him a question.
Oh, man.
Wow, I think about my next question.
So, growing up with your father I don't know. It's not abusive. That's not the right word, is it?
No,
Just
he's
strict.
abusive.
You would say abusive?
I would say abusive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like instead of me fearing God, I was fearing my father,
Mm.
and that wasn't healthy.
Do you remember? So, like me, do you remember listening to footsteps? And could you tell what kind of day you were gonna have on how hard he would step?
Oh, he made it known.
Yeah.
Like my dad had that kind of demeanor. Like when he got home from work, we had to eat as his family, but like you couldn't say something if you spilled your drink. Like it was like a nervous thing more than anything. Like if homework wasn't done, like to him, he was perfect, and so we had to be perfect. My sister would like. I remember her when we came back to here. Like she had one like bad grade. She started crying. Like she was freaking out more about what my dad would say, and the way he would put us down was heart wrenching.
Now,
So he's degrading.
Very,
Really?
very.
And what was his life like as a child? Did he?
Probably
He learned
just
that.
worse. Yeah, my grandfather was like that to him because he was the first kid, oldest. Besides, like he lost. There was a kid before him who ended up drowning. So there was like 13 of them, and my dad was the oldest, and then his sister, well, my tia Leva was the oldest girls, and he took a lot of pressure like that from my grandfather, and I guess kind of passed that on to us. But I don't think seeing when my grandpa was alive, that when I was around him, like I would never got those vibes. But
Yeah.
I guess it was
Because they learn, right? Because I feel like growing up like that, that's the typical Hispanic life. Because I'm Hispanic as well. My grandmother was one of 14.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah. So like her parents were so mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you ask my mom if my grandparents were mean. Oh yeah, they were so mean. I'm like, not my grand. My grand loves me, dude. She was so, and I think that's just how you learn, because you have to actively choose to break that cycle. Because I'm sure that your son wouldn't be excited to come show you his new car if he feared you.
correct.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure that you're breaking the cycles as well. Generational
definitely. A lot of
curses.
family curses. Yeah, there.
no,
Yeah, you learn.
but now, do you think it was abusive because of the alcohol, or do you think he was just a strict?
My dad
father
wouldn't
a
drink
drinker?
on the work week, but on the weekends he would.
He
I
cut
don't drink.
loose.
I don't drink anymore
Now,
because of him and my brother.
Now,
Yeah.
do you feel like he was more abusive like when he had the alcohol, or
No, guy was
Or-
just angry. Like there was like a chip on his shoulder that just. I think he got made fun of too a lot about his height, so he just I don't know. It just felt like there was always something that could easily trigger him, and he's still like that to this day. And
so you don't have a close bond? with him?
me and my dad, no,
No.
at all. I wouldn't go see my mom, which is sad because of my father's there. Because now I'm that old age that I will not just
Put up with it.
let him do it. Because we'll go respectfully. I don't put my dad down ever in front of him. I just don't.
But you just don't tolerate.
Yeah, I
the
don't
disrespect
care to
anymore.
hear it,
Yeah.
especially if he's talking about my mother.
Are they still together?
They sleep in separate bedrooms right
Yeah.
now at the moment, but
Yeah.
and that's so that also makes me think about marriage too. Like I don't want to have that kind of marriage.
Sure.
And I told my mom that, like, I don't want to live my life like yours.
No.
I was like, you make it seem normal, and I see that she's so unhappy, but like she never worked a day in her life, and like only when she did have her job, my dad finally made her quit it. So it's like she doesn't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's
even
not her
though
own
we offer
person.
our house to her and everything, my sister and her.
Now, did you ever feel like when you were younger, like you didn't want to go home because of that environment?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
When we were kids, yeah.
So it was tough.
It was tough. I would be outside until the sun came down with my friends riding bikes. We were so active at that time before I got heavy over here. But yeah. Yeah.
And it's tough, man. I feel like, like because both you guys are both breaking a cycle. Like how you say, now you're, and it's crazy what your son made you do when he told you, hey, give me a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
And you said, hey, that's it.
Right.
Because you have to break that cycle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this, my dad, he was into drugs. And I remember this is a story all the time. My mom moved from California to Washington, got away from my dad. But my dad always wanted to follow my mom. So my dad said, give me a chance. My dad followed, but my dad was still doing sniff.
Oh yeah. That
And
booger sugar.
Yeah. And it's...
I tried not to laugh.
Sorry, dude.
No, but it's...
Sorry.
He tells me all the time that he woke up one night and said that he was going to do it in the bathroom. He said, why am I doing this? And and he just flushed it down the toilet.
Wow.
And never looked back.
No.
That was the last time he's touched it. To this day.
And you're always with your dad now.
Yeah,
That's
always.
huge.
I'm super close. I will tell you this: he was strict, but he wasn't abusive. He was strict.
Yeah.
He had a rough life.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy for him. I mean, my grandma and my grandpa always treated him good, but he always wanted to go a different route.
Yeah.
But he's like, hey, I've been in jail. You don't want to be in jail. And I thank him. He's put, a foot on my neck, basically saying, hey, straighten up.
Yeah.
I remember when my brother got caught, being a gangster and trying to bring a knife to school, and my dad made him dress up with a suit and tie.
Yeah.
And my brother was walking out the door with his backpack, and my dad said, come here, open up your backpack. And my brother had his cholo clothes in there.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And that's why I asked him if is it abusive due to the alcohol or strictness wise, because for me,
yeah.
I felt my dad was an asshole
Yeah.
at that time. But now I'm like, dude, thank you for being an asshole at that time.
Yeah.
Because if not, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Correct.
I envy guys like you, dude, that grew up and that have a good relationship with their father. I think me and you are more on the same wavelength as far as like my dad was real abusive, and he was a drug addict, and he was an alcoholic, and he was a gang member, and like he taught anything that I learned violent in my life, I learned from him. Like when he would go to jail, he would come home and teach me about like, oh, this is how you make a bone breaker, this is how you do this is how you do that. And his biggest claims to fame were like being shot callers in jail, and like he loved that kind of shit. And I'm like, yeah, dude, but like I'm 9, like maybe we can go play outside. That'd be cool too.
Play catch or something. Yeah.
And the reason I say I envy guys like you is because, well, maybe I should ask you. You're grown men now.
Yeah.
You have children who are grown.
Yes.
There's a part of me as a grown man with my own children, knowing that they'll never have to grow up the way that I grew up, that still has that little boy inside of me that just wishes I could have had the love from my father that I show them. And it hurts.
It does hurt.
Because I wonder, I know how much love I have for my children, and I ask myself, like, why wasn't I worth that?
Ooh, that's deep, man.
I know. I'm
You actually
sorry.
hit me right there too.
I don't know. And my inner child begs for that time back because I'll never get it.
Yeah, we never will.
I'll never get it. And I hurt so much for that little boy inside me. And I kind of live vicariously through my children because I see what kind of life experiences they're getting from a good dad. And I'm like, I'm healing that little boy inside of me, knowing that I'll never get that time back.
I think that's funny that you said it like that too. That I think that's why I love being around my nephews so much. It's because I could be that kid, and it's like me reliving. Because, man, as much as I pray for my father, and and I should never stop. But sometimes I get mad because I just don't see that change ever gonna happen. And I feel like he's gonna be that old man that's gonna probably just be by himself at the end of his life. And it bothers me. Like he said, like I just wish one day like he would just change and just be that loving person. And just it sucks, man.
Yeah.
So I like me helping these other kids and helping my friend with being a coach. It's just I could see myself live through these kids, and it's like there I am running around with them and just being a part of their lives, and hopefully that they could see it. Yeah, there's people that love them, and it's just like I wish that, like you said, like I wish my dad, like me telling my son that I was proud of him and I love him. My dad never told us that kind of stuff. No matter even if we did get straight A's, which I never got, but my sister did a lot. He would always like, that's what I expect of you. Never like, you did great.
What do you want to congratulate? That's what you're supposed to do.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was never that kind of respect like that. It was just like, this is what you're expected to do.
Now, I have a question, and it's going to be for the both of you. You just said something that triggered my mind. You said, why wasn't I enough?
Right.
Do you feel like you're enough now?
I've made myself enough.
Yeah.
I've made myself enough. I've built my own self-worth that I should have gotten from my parents. I found it from me.
You found the reason to live.
Oh, dude.
Or more.
I know what the barrel of a gun tastes like. I've been down. I've been down bad. Yeah, dude. I've had ugly ass dark times, and then alcohol and drugs and violence. Like, oddly enough, I found my sanctuary in that stuff because I had so much emotion, so much anger, and so much hurt that I didn't know what to do with it. But I knew that went away if I smoked something. You know what I mean? Like, I know what that means. I know what I feel like after a full bottle. Like, I feel okay now. I was able to drown that shit out. My dad can't hurt me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that little boy, and I'm a grown man, and I'm drunk at a bar, and I'm tough, and I'll fight you, and I'm this. You can't hurt me, bro. And I go home, and the walls start closing in, and the dark feels heavy on me like a wet blanket.
Jeez.
That shit kills me. When I can physically feel alone, that's ugly, dude. So I've pulled myself out of the fucking gutter to build that self-worth and to build that love for myself and that confidence in knowing, like, dude, I'm such a great dad. Like, that's where I found my meaning in life.
I think that's where it comes. Remember when you asked Joy about, can you tell your kids daddy loves them?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's true.
And mean it.
Yeah.
And mean it, exactly.
Yeah.
Can I ask you that?
Yeah, I can tell my son that all the time, and I love it. Telling the girls that, they kind of look at me kind of weird. Like, I feel like, to me, it's like, it's not their thing with me because I'm not, like, now their dad's so much involved in their life, which is great. And I mean, he's doing things that he hasn't done, like when I first met him at 4 and 3. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like happy, but then I kind of feel like now that he's part, it's kind of like they kind of push me to the side. So I'm just that support person. You know what I mean?
But that's great.
It is.
You got to stay there. You got to stay in that pocket because one day those girls are going to need you again. Not that they don't need you now, but I don't know, man. I don't know the guy. I don't even know the story.
Yeah.
But if he fucked up then, he has the potential to fuck up now. And if he does, you got to be there to pick up those
he's kind of
pieces.
getting back into the track with the ex-wife that, I don't know if they actually officially got divorced, but when they're together, like, he kind of pushes them to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm always that person there to fix their stuff, whatever, like the cars that he buys and so forth, that I'm always there for them on that side. And I never want them to feel like they can't come to me for anything like that. But
I don't want to sit here and say, like, you just got to wait your turn, but you do got to practice that unconditional love.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're young.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know.
One
yet.
just turned 18, the other one's 16.
Oh, they're very young.
Very young, yeah.
Very young, super impressionable, and they need you to stay solid. You know what I mean? They need that shit. Kids need that, dude. Kids need fucking parents, even
Role
if it's not by
models.
blood. They need
A
role models.
Yeah, a role model.
It's so important, dude. Because I went and found mine, and mine was just a bunch of little gangbanger assholes, and we all, yeah, you're a bad motherfucker, yo. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't learn nothing good. We didn't learn nothing good from nobody, and we thought that we were a family. But to tell the truth, if I got kicked out of my house, ain't nobody gonna let me stay at their house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you don't have a couch for me, but you'll fucking go to war with me? Shut the fuck up. Dude. Get out of my face. You know what I mean? Get out of my face with that shit. We're a bunch of 16-year-olds running around thinking that we're bad. Just excited to get our dicks touched. You know what I mean, bro? Like, bro, get real, dude.
So your relationship with your mom, is it close or is it more?
It's really close now, I would say. Like even when he said about his dad and everything, like, it's just, I could relate so much to him. And like even Joey said, like, he's like, he just knew me and you would be more close than anything, like just like me and Daniel, like, you gotta consider you family, man.
Yeah.
And it's that like even when I would tell my parents too, like my dad, because he was such an a-hole when I was in high school, that I was like, once I get of age and I'm able to get out of here, I was like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
And like even when I first moved out officially, finally, when I met my wife and we moved out, we lived like literally probably not even 2 minutes away from them. Never would go visit them. Mm-hmm. Like I had so much anger at that time, and that's before I met God and everything, and still just, I didn't want to depend on him for anything. I didn't want him to ever be like, oh, he needs me.
Now,
you know what I mean?
Now, do you feel like your wife saved you at that time? Because you didn't feel wanted, right? You at that time you didn't feel like you were self-worth, or?
That's a huge question, bro. She better not watch this. You better answer right, dude.
No, and it's true, because
at that time, yeah, she was definitely what I needed at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think because my dad has even told me, you know, when the situation with him and my mom,
Yeah.
he's told me that I'm here because of you.
No.
And I feel that in every stage of our life, we have someone that we meet and possibly someone that we lose. You know?
Yeah, there are people that come into your life for a reason or a season. They might not be forever, but
That's like the best answer I ever heard right there.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
yeah.
You know, and
I'm full of them, dude. I'm so smart.
You are smart, dude. You're incredibly smart. Like I love your energy that you bring, man, and you're intelligent.
I appreciate that. But so to further on what you said that kind of tripped me out is like, you know that your dad was you felt like your dad's gonna end up alone.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you a story of mine to kind of lock into that, and then I want you to give me your perspective on it, knowing Christ like you do. Okay. My dad was my first fist fight at 8 years old.
Wow.
And he beat my fucking ass until I was 14. And at 14, I put on some grown man strength. And I remember we were standing in the house. We were in a duplex, 2-story. And he said something to me, and I said, "Fuck you." And he goes, "Oh, you're bad now?" I said, "Yeah." So we both stood up, and I threw a right hook, dude. I crossed his chin, and he fucking went down, fell onto the stairs. And I was like, yeah, I'm undefeatable. I'm undefeatable. I didn't know what else to do because I was like, oh, shit. Like, he fell. Like, oh, fuck. Like, now what? And then he got up, and I was like, well, hold on. You're not supposed to get up, dude. You're not supposed to end you forever. Got up, fucked me up again, and we really fought for 2 years after that. And at 16, I kicked him out. And now he lives in a halfway home. Well, he works and lives there.
Oh, wow.
But he lives in a shack in the backyard full of boxes with a mattress on the ground and 3 cats that aren't his, alone. And there's something about me that's just like, good. Good. That's what you get.
Have you talked to him since?
Nope. Nope, not at all. He talks to so he's my cousin, but I call him my brother. They kind of communicate back and forth a little bit. And
So how you get your news about him?
kind of. I don't really need it. Like he'll hear, like, my brother, his name's Joseph. Joseph will talk to my dad often enough.
Yeah.
And he'll save a lot of it from me because he knows I don't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But from time to time, he'll just let me know, like, hey, dude, your dad's out here now in Arizona. I'm like, okay, like, that's cool. I don't.
Your brother considering your cousin, right? Just because you call him as a brother.
He's my cousin,
but he's
my brother.
You respect him as a brother.
100%. I don't even like calling him my cousin because it feels like, nah, bro, you're more than that. Like, I wish there should be a stronger name for that. We have a bigger bond than that. Because I was telling him, but you don't know, like, for a long time in my life, it was only me and him. We had each other, you know what I mean? Wow. And we both grew up raw. We both grew up tough. And on the episode that he was on, he admitted, like, dude, we're not supposed to be here. The shit that we went through, dude, we're supposed to be dead, and we're supposed to have a T-shirt made of us that says Forever 19 or something with angel wings. You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to be fucking gone. And the fact that I'm here with my home, with my family,
and your kids, yeah,
hanging out, dude, talking about Christ, I got a candle, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing good. You know, like, the fact that I'm able to laugh and have conversations about that stuff now just shows that I have come a long way.
Oh, huge way.
Because it doesn't have that power over me.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? Well, hold on. I want to see your perspective on what I just said. The fact that I know Christ.
Yeah.
And I gain something from knowing that he's as miserable now in life that he made me, as he made me. What do you think of that? You can tell the truth because I know the truth. I know the
well, yeah,
Bible.
I can say the biblical way, but
yeah,
in kind of in a way that I kind of want I wish my mom would leave my dad and say, and I could be like, now you know how that feels. Like to truly be flat face on the bottom. Hopefully one day that it actually would change him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean,
I'm supposed to reach down and change. Lord, please forgive my heart, right? Yeah. Change my heart. I know that that's the answer. I don't feel that though.
Do you ever feel like there'll be one day, and hopefully there's still time to do it? Just say that you go up to him, just say you forgive him. You don't have to be no more being a part of his life and him part of your life. But do you ever feel like that be something you would want to do, like?
I think it's something that I would do, but it's definitely not something that I want to do.
Yeah.
I think I would have to, there would be a huge pivotal moment in my life. It would have to be knowing who I am in Christ.
Yeah.
I think that brings me to that.
And I haven't done that either with my father, so I'm not going to say like it's, I've done it with my mom.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff I witnessed as a kid that she did, and it took me to like literally now to actually say like, I forgive you.
Yeah.
And it's honestly like it felt like it just opened a whole nother door in our life that we just see past all of that stuff now, and we just look at the future, which, you know what I mean? That's why everything in the rearview mirror, man, stays behind you, not in front of you anymore.
Yeah.
And look at how great you're doing. This is amazing.
Now, talking about family-wise, are you close to your siblings?
Me and my sister and my brother, yeah.
Probably trauma bonded, huh?
Definitely me and my sister more than anything. And my brother, and like I remember even going to him when I had problems when he was like just an alcoholic, like just because he was an ear to hear me. You know what I mean? And I just hope he just changes his ways. The route he keeps going, and the way his body already is, I'll be hoping that he can even live like another year.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. He just and that's why I think I don't want to say hate, but that's why I really don't care for my father as of right now, because my brother is living with them, but my dad also gives him that alcohol, knowing that. Like I told, like out of anger, I even told my mom, I was like, you guys might as well start looking for a coffin because my dad's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
That's
stupid.
the guy that I see in the gym, right?
Yeah.
Wow. It's tough, man. I have a.
I would hate that.
Yeah.
I would say hate's a good word.
Yeah. It's just
It's tough, man. It's tough. I can see it's hurting you.
yeah. It's like we got from us actually hanging out yesterday, like, and him actually being sober for 6 days. Told him, I was like, that's huge, man.
That's huge.
I was like, just keep it going. I was like, this is not, and like he finally got a job. Like these things that he never done since like when I was in middle school. Like you could get back to that person. Like I remember, because even I think a year and a half ago, I took him to Sedona because he had cancer, even from like all this alcohol. Like he developed cancer in his mouth because his boy don't know how to brush his teeth sometimes. We took
Got that Jack
a guide
Daniels
trip,
mouthwash, baby.
Yes, pretty much. And took a guy's trip. We were supposed to bring my son, and he didn't end up showing up. He got his youngest with him, and we just stayed the weekend out there. And it was just trying to enjoy every single little bit of moment we could have without TV, like just exit away from the world and just been out there.
How'd that treat you guys?
It was really good. I had a good time. I have a lot of pictures of us together, and then he went like a whole year of sobriety of not drinking. I was like the best thing ever. And then my father went to Mexico to get him like this medication that's supposed to help him not crave it.
Yeah.
And then when he lost his apartment, he ended up moving there with him. And that's when everything went straight to the crapshoot.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like you're the foundation for your family, like brother-wise, because you're always working out with someone.
Yeah.
You know, I feel that he brings happiness to them. I can see that.
Sure.
You know, so I can see why it hurts you. You know, it's tough, man. I have an uncle that actually can't. He had a stroke because of alcohol, you know, and drugs, and it's tough, man. You know, you see them and it's like, man, I wish it doesn't come out to be like that. But
see, I would never drink in front of him. I would never do something like that. And I know, and I saw the pain it does to my mom with my dad, because there was sometimes he drinks, he's just more abusive verbally.
Well, you're not supposed to cause your brothers to stumble.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's when I went golfing with Joey, I'll admit I had like 2 drinks that day.
Yeah.
Golfing, just the guys, and
You're
but
grown.
you just do it. You just do it on
socially. I could go years without touching.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. I don't do it to be stupid about it either.
Have you ever done drugs or anything?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah, let's
I
talk
got
about
to
that, dude. That's what I want to get into. What you got?
Anything my brother and, like I said, my uncle, when I got here, like I just followed them and did it.
Yeah, dude. Put it on the table. Let's do it. That's what I was living my life. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I think it's the people that we hang around with.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, the younger age. You know, you want to. The temptation is always going to be there as a kid. You know, but
I was getting it from my dad.
Yeah.
That's how we bonded. That's our
Really?
Oh, dude, bro, I grew up fucked up.
Now, I will tell you this. My dad has admitted to me that it was his older brother that gave them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's all like, and he doesn't hold it against him because it was his decision to keep on following.
Yeah.
You know, but he said if he would have never introduced that to me, I would have not known what.
Well, see, I think too at a kid at a young age that we're like, we kind of idolize the wrong people, and my brother and my uncle were one of those people, and doing what they were doing, like there was things I did at 13 I shouldn't have even done, like when I was old enough to drink, I didn't even care to drink because I already done all that when I was.
I'm a
before
pro.
that.
All this means is I can do it legally. Dude, I turned 21 in a bar. You know, I'm being serious, dude. I did. I didn't give a fuck, dude. You weren't telling me nothing. Like, I've been doing this.
So what did you put a stop to it like right away, or did you? Was it?
I could definitely say there's definitely a lot of people in my, even like teachers. I idolized the fact that middle school, Mr. Johns, just a science teacher who never let me fail. Like there was even one time I completely bombed the test because one, I was probably high. Two, I was probably still had alcohol in my system over the weekend, and I just wanted to be open and honest. I wrote on the test. I didn't study for this. I knew I failed you. I just honest, like wrote a letter on my homework assignment on my test. Mm-hmm. Gave it to him. He actually kept me out the class and we just had this like long discussion. Huge, man. Things like that I never heard from my obviously my dad at that time, but it was like life changing. I was like, you know what? I could go to Agua Fria and get in more trouble with where my uncle's at, and my brother was 10 before he dropped out. Or I could go to Millennium High School, which is a new high school that was getting developed at the time, and just change my life. And that's what I did. I was like, I gotta do something different.
Yeah. So you wanted to change?
Oh yeah. I didn't really like the route I was going at. I probably would be in jail or gotten stuff like how he was talking about, like with his cousin and everything. Like
it wasn't something that you
no,
wanted.
it was not something I wanted.
You already knew that, hey, if I go this route, it's gonna lead me to something that I'm not.
It was gonna get me more in trouble than what was that.
You got anything else for him to say or ask him?
Oh, dude, I could go all day. I have shit now. Like you talking about intrusive thoughts and stuff, dude. I'm having them right now. No, I'm being serious.
What is it?
So we were talking about like, man, I love talking about like religion and stuff, dude. Because I at one point, so I was planting churches and I went to like seminary school and I was going to be a pastor. Like I've been in the Bible, dude. I know, yeah. And then I got fucked over by the church, and you know, it took a long time to realize like he didn't let me down. People let me down. You know what I mean? So like I don't say that I'm Christian either. I say that I am a follower of Christ because I love my mom. And I would never say that I have a religion with my mom. I would say that I have a relationship with my mom. So why wouldn't I have a relationship with my creator? You know what I mean? That's what makes my decisions and the way that I live my life sometimes even worse, because I know right from wrong. Yeah. And I believe that God is who he says he is.
Oh, definitely.
And I know that there's a punishment. And I know that one day I'm going to have to be held accountable for all of my words.
Oh, that scares me.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm not trying to shake you. I'm not trying to anything. When you get deep enough into the Bible, you start to realize that when Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins, he didn't die for everybody. He only died for those that would accept him. Now, if Jesus Christ is who he says he is, he already knew from the beginning who would and who wouldn't accept him.
Correct.
Now, it's offered to everybody.
Well, like even like the most heartbreaking thing too, like how you just said that. When he died, he even told God to forgive everybody that they did not know what they did. That's like remarkable. Even like Stephen before he got stoned, and Jesus was actually standing up to welcome him there. Like in the Bible, always says like he's sitting down when people have visions of him. He was standing up because that guy just pretty much was getting killed for him, and still told them to forgive them for what they did not know what they did. Even though Saul was right there holding everybody's jacket, was like, yeah, go ahead and stone that guy.
Well, even what you were saying, you were like, I don't go to church like I should. And I said, going to church doesn't get you saved. Correct. Ephesians 2:8, for it is grace you are saved, not of works, lest no man shall boast. Now, what that means is there was two thieves on crosses next to Jesus. Yeah. One thief renounced him and said, if you're God, pull yourself down from the cross right now. Show us your angel. Show us your strength. The other one said, I believe who you are. I'm a sinner and I'm sorry. That second thief that claimed Jesus Christ to be his Lord and Savior didn't have time to go to church, didn't have time to pray, didn't have time to feed the homeless, didn't have time. God said, you're forgiven. Today you'll be with me in my kingdom. Yeah. You don't need to go to church to be saved, bro. Yeah. You
just have to believe.
It helps. Yeah. You don't need running shoes to go running, but it helps too. Correct. You know what I mean? It helps because you need that unity, because you have like-minded people who come together knowing I'm broken and we are only whole because of him. Yeah. That's all it is. Jesus loved the church like you would love your wife. Yeah. So going to church doesn't get you saved, bro. Relationship with Jesus Christ, repenting and meaning it. Because that's what's fucked up too, dude, is God knows your heart. You can say the words all day long, but
But do you really believe in
Depart from me, I never knew you, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of the scariest things that I
that
could ever
one
hear in my
always
life.
gets to me all the time when I hear that.
Bro.
Read it.
And it says that it's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. Do you know how, bro, heaven's not, dude, being a Christian's a full contact sport. Like, you got to mean that shit, because your life will be going great. And then as soon as you decide that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, the devil's coming at you with everything he's got.
Instantly.
He hates you.
It's you and your kids. It's you and your marriage.
Dude, he will fuck you up to the point. I mean, Job, you know what I mean? How?
Yeah.
I don't have strength like that,
No,
dude.
I don't either.
You can burn my cross, my people,
admit
and
that
my
instantly.
family. Bro, I'm out. I'm out, dude. And you let that happen? That's crazy, dude. Do you know that?
No,
Are you in the Bible at all? Okay.
I'm not into the Bible. Well, won't say I'm not into the Bible.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in God.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. You know, but I feel like I still need to look for him.
Who's God?
That's what I'm saying. Who's God for me?
Everybody believes
I
in God,
believe-
but people have an issue when you say Jesus Christ is God. That's when people are like, no, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I say. Like, for me, I'm still learning myself.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
You know, because, like I say, first I thought, oh, money's going to bring me happiness.
No.
I'm going to build a business and it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I've always seen my mom and my dad work their ass off. So it was like, hey, make money. It's going to make you happy.
Yeah.
And Sundays, we're going to go to church.
Sunday Christians, dude, my family's full of
You know,
those. Dude.
That's what it was for us.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, my dad was doing the dog stuff. For me, it was like, okay, I want to go ahead and do that too. I'm going to make you proud.
Yeah.
You know, but I forgot about myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and now that I'm finding myself, I think my next thing is finding the word.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with what you put your faith in, dude, because like building your business and making money and being successful and getting a house and all that, that fucked up.
Every day.
Bro. Hey, man.
I got you now.
All right, dude. All right.
I got you now. Rodriguez.
No, I was just saying, like,
Every day.
every day, dude. No, like you never see a hearse dragging a U-Haul. It doesn't fucking matter how much you have here, dude. It's not going with you.
No.
If you don't, that's again full circle. That's why I keep asking you when you talk about mental health. I want to make sure you really know what that means because it's not just the gym.
No,
Correct.
no.
It is
It's
not.
daily thoughts, everything.
It's how you live your life,
Yes.
dude. Do you wake up and brush your teeth in the morning? Are you making your bed? Are you folding that laundry that you just did? It's little stuff that adds up.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Going to the gym, cool.
Helps.
Great. Six pack does not make you a good
No.
person though. You know what I mean?
want one, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll take a 6-pack of Coors right now.
No, I'm talking about a 6-pack of
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Wait, me too, bro. Yeah, me too. That's what
Armando's all like, I don't drink that often.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
either.
talking about
I
6-pack,
got
yeah.
4 bottles of Jack up there. I got Sailor. Dude, don't look around. Actually, don't. I got. How are we on time?
We're perfect still on time.
Where are we at?
112.
Oh, we got time,
Yeah.
dude. We got time.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay.
Am I doing good?
I don't know. You're over there.
People, please let me know if you guys want me more on this seat or on that seat.
No, that's Daddy's chair, bro.
Don't get your butt cheeks comfortable.
I'll be home next week, bro.
I'll be home next week. Hey, did you like that when I said don't fire me on my day off?
Yeah, dude. I'll be. Let's see what else. Growing up the way that you grew up, do you find that it is harder or easier to be more accepting of the lifestyle that your kids are choosing for themselves?
Oof.
I come with heat, bro. I come with fire.
Oh, there's so much more we could talk about this.
Yeah, we can. That's what I'm saying.
You know, I don't accept some of the lifestyles that they have chosen,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I still love them for who they are, and I always want to express that love. I may make my comment or comments, not saying that they're always right either, because that's just more of my flesh talking,
Sure.
and not me thinking about my heart and how they feel about certain things.
Well, you got to realize the things that you say are going to hold a lot of water for them because in 20 years they might recall that weak moment
conversation.
you had.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you said, sometimes when you either come from work, your cup's already at a 20%.
Yeah,
And
dude.
so then like things that usually I can do to control what I say before I say it, and more of thinking before I say things doesn't always happen.
Sure.
And I do hope there's times that they forgive me and not think that, oh, this is how, for that one time, this is the way he is. No. I hope by the things that I do and how I'm always supportive to everything that they are doing in life,
Yeah.
that they do remember me for that person, not for that one incident. You know what I mean? Like, I love those kids to death. I would never, like, I never placed a hand on any of those girls. And my son, obviously, yes, got spanked because he's a boy.
Sure.
But, it's just, I would hope.
You just want the better for them.
Yeah.
You've been.
I want them to do better than me.
Yeah.
That's
You know
what
what I
we were
mean?
talking about on the last podcast. I was with Rena, and I said that she asked me what makes a good man. And I said, well, I can tell you that for me, what makes me a good man is knowing that I'm raising two men that I want to be better men than me.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me a good man. And she said, well, what if you're already a good man? You always want to pass the torch,
Yeah.
though.
You want them to do better than you did and do better decisions in your life that, like, hey, now they're doing, you know what I mean? It's just, and not even a materialistic thing. Like, I just want him to do something that's meaningful to him, that he understands, like, hey, this is what my dad was talking about, you know? And by even him doing that big task to me, of getting himself a car, like, things like I said to him, my father didn't tell me when he got me a car,
Yeah.
you know? And
I'm still mad that your father got you a fucking car, dude. And you're over here complaining about what he did and didn't say, bro. He got you a car.
But honestly, I think
That is
it's like
true.
how your brother said.
Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Life.
For sure.
You know, we've already been through it.
yeah.
Right.
It's like you're trying to tell them for the better.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're going to look, and when we're at that age, 16, 18, even for me, it was 25, 27. That I said, hey, there's a my dad always told me, how many fingers do you have?
10.
In one hand. In one hand.
5.
Can you count 5 friends in that hand?
Fuck no. Nope.
I can now.
Now.
You asked me that.
But when you're at that young age, you feel like they're all your friends. And in all reality,
I don't hang out with anybody from high school.
Yeah, no, me neither.
you get what I'm saying?
I realize now as a grown man that I had way more acquaintances than I had friends.
And experience. For me, those words stuck to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
know,
true.
And it's not. When my dad told me that, I was like, it stuck to me, but it was like, man, he probably just doesn't want me to hang out with my friends. You know, but he told me that because he's been through it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he just wants better.
You know
You're trying to break the cycle of your dad.
Right.
Yeah.
You want better for your kids. Hey,
Correct.
this is what you should be as a dad.
Well, my dad would always say, don't trust anybody. So I always kept myself around family more, my cousins that were close to my age, than actually having friends. Due to the fact, even the circumstances that happened when I was even growing up, that there was some like dark crap that happened with like best friends, and just like, damn, you really can't trust nobody. You know what I mean? Even after witnessing it. And so it took me like literally when I started losing weight and like kind of just being more open, because I was like, I wasn't, like you said, the dark thoughts, I wasn't happy who I was. And then even my wife saying like, you don't have friends. You don't know how it is. So I'm like, gosh damn, I really don't have friends.
Yeah.
And like, so then even meeting people at the gym, she's like, oh, those aren't really friends. Until she actually watched your podcast with Joey,
Yeah.
was a whole game changer for her. Like she realized it's huge.
Yeah.
Just meeting the people that you meet, not just even at the gym, at work, at like even at a store, you could start a conversation. You can end up like hanging out. We play pickleball. We play golf. Like it's just
motivation. I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, and everyone, their environment,
correct.
you know, it feels good.
Yeah, it does.
You know, and I feel we're just always on time. Hey, it's like Joey said, waking up, going to work, coming back home.
The rat race.
You know, it's nice to hang out with people that you have stuff in common with.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
know,
hard for me to trust, dude.
It is.
Because the only people that can betray you are the ones that you trust.
Correct.
So and they'll do it every chance they get, dude.
Yeah.
At least the way that I was raised, like you keep everybody at an arm distance because you need to see what's going on. If you get too close, you can't see the big picture and you don't know what's going on behind your back.
We are on time.
Where are we at?
118 so far. So just a heads up.
Okay. All right, you tell me I need to speed it up. All right. No, I was just saying, like, you asked me just now, do I have 5 friends? Dude, I got to tell you, like, No, I don't.
And I think that comes with experience. Because when we're young, we're like, oh, I got all these friends.
Yeah.
But that's by choice for me.
Yes.
I don't have all these friends anymore because I learned my lesson. I was so busy trying to impress everybody and wanted to make everybody my friend.
So can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Now that how you've been this whole impactful and even like doing these interviews and not interviews, sorry, just more of a podcast and just being friendly.
Yeah.
Can you say that now that you have 5 friends, like being more open, like your testimony, you're opening yourself up too, that
Yeah.
you're pouring your heart out.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess, how do I answer that truthfully without sounding like a dick? Like, everybody that I've had on the show, would I call on a hard time? Probably not. Probably not. I'll call for a good time. I'll invite you to the house. I'll feed you. Well, you sit at my table. Like, you're welcome. I'll be your friend, but I don't want to give you the opportunity to let me down as my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have such a small circle. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just like Daniel. Daniel's my friend. I like you. You're around. You're able to be around for me. You know what I mean? You, I don't know you.
Yeah.
But you're in my home.
Correct.
I like you enough, and I'm not unfriendly.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting here saying we'll never be friends. You know what I mean? But are you going to go home and ask your mom if I can spend the night and we could stay up late and play video games? No. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to, you can go to my mom's house.
But I think it comes to the point of, you know, going to the gym. We saw each other, you know, the motivation that we bring each other, you know,
Yeah.
and just the environment. You really get to know to people at the gym. I mean, we've seen it at the gym.
You can see, yeah, bad days, good days, some people.
You know,
Can I walk that back? What I just said, it doesn't taste right.
No?
I don't want to not have friends, dude. I'm sitting here questioning everything that I just said. I don't want that. I don't want to be so closed off because I'm worried about somebody hurting me that I don't allow something good to happen.
it's like prime example, like relationship wise.
Yeah.
You're still gonna go out and date someone even after a bad relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
You want to be my friend?
I'll be your friend.
Hey, bro, we're fucking, we're fucking comadres right now, bro.
No, but it is. It's like how he said. You know, it's hard to trust.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not an easy thing.
It's hard to trust, dude.
It is. It's part of one of the hardest things.
Yeah. It's hard to trust. It for sure.
Yeah.
I just know that I got me always. So it's hard to expect somebody to have me.
Well, yeah,
just-
at the end of
you
the
know what
day,
I mean?
no one else got you but your own self.
Right, right.
So-
but I relied on that for such a long time that I almost feel like maybe that's the only way, and it's not. That's wrong.
No.
That's wrong. I shouldn't be like that. And
Now
I
that
just
you-
learned that right now.
You broke other curses. I'm sure you could do this one as
Yeah, I just learned that right this second in this conversation. I was so dead set on not having friends that I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna open myself up to that. You know what I mean? But
Because I'm gonna be honest, if you didn't go to the gym and we weren't talkative, none of us would be in here.
no,
Correct.
no. Why would we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anything in common
But like how you said, you saw
as far as we know.
yeah, exactly.
Until we started conversation. We
Yes.
didn't- I would never be able to look at him and be like, oh, his dad was fucked up like mine. You know, I would never notice that.
Unless I just go in the
'cause-
gym like, I got to work out this aggression. My dad's all
I love you, Dad. Dad.
No, it's just it's crazy because you know you just don't know. You know,
Yeah, you don't know.
you don't know. You
Yeah.
really don't. And I think that's where it comes to being polite
Yeah.
at the gym,
Yeah.
being talkative to people. And I'm not saying you have to go, hey, I'm trying to be your friend, but the people that approach you,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's like how you said, don't be a dick, Joey.
What's a
so good at
friend,
giving
though?
yourself release.
Huh?
What is a friend? Like, obviously, we know what friends are, but like, what do you need somebody? What boxes does somebody need to check for you in order to be your
Honestly,
friend?
I just feel like accountability. Like, there's a lot of guys that I know now, and I on my phone, I have them as gym brothers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even like calling them friends. I call them my brothers.
Yeah,
Just like I call him all the time. Like, I'll text him, call him bro, call him brother.
yeah,
Jay got me started saying Brody.
yeah.
So it's just and he came to my sister's house for Thanksgiving, and we just invited Joey to a Thanksgiving turkey bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like anybody that want to come, I'll like, and we made him feel like family. He's family. Like no matter what, like his family is my family.
See, that's what I wish I had. I wish I had some camaraderie like that, dude.
I'm gonna make you guys exchange. Well, you guys always exchange numbers because you send the link. Over
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him,
yeah.
but I'm gonna be honest. he always checks up on you.
Yeah.
Always. And I really do appreciate that, Armando, because I saw this thing that said, you go to work for 8 to 10 hours a day. Mm-hmm. You sleep for 8. You're training for 2.
Oh, I wish I slept for 8.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. I only get
4
like 4
to
hours.
6.
Yeah.
4 to 6.
But if you're able to find time to text people, those people matter to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So and sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, man, I should do better than that.
Yeah.
And we get distracted, but that simple 30-second text.
But doesn't it just hit you sometimes like, man, I haven't seen this guy for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you think about them, like, I wonder what he's going through. Is everything okay? Like, my friend Mitch, I think about him and his kids. Like, there's just so much people that impact. Like, Alex at the gym that I really know very well. And Tadeo, just people that now are in my circle. Like, it's just crazy. And you're right. I was that kind of person that just kind of didn't want to be friends with anybody. Like, I'm there to do a job, and that's to work on myself. But, like, man, it's just to go in there and, like, I remember Alex, like, it was last week before I got sick. We're doing legs, and I kid you not, like 15 people said hi to me and like came up to me, started high-fiving. He said, bro, is there anybody you don't know at this damn gym? And I'm like, dude, I just think it's consistency of me being here every single damn day. Like, it's just people, you start noticing them, and then you're like, hey, hi, like, how's it going? And then, or you're doing this workout. If I see someone busting their butt and that looks like that hurts, I want to try it.
Yeah.
And let me see how it feels on me. Like, some things work, some things don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you're busting butt in the gym, dude, if you're out there just farting, like, I don't want to try that. You know what I mean?
You never know.
I'm going to tell you this. Well, one of my friends was, I'm not going to say no names, but they were putting the weights back.
Yeah.
And I went, poop.
Oh,
they laid one out. Too much protein.
They just need that little extra boost, dude.
Yeah. So you want to take us out?
Are we done?
Well, that's time.
All right.
126.
I got this. Watch. I'll show you how the outro goes. Ready?
All right. Let's see.
Thanks, everybody, for watching the Sonder Experience. This has been episode 79. I appreciate you guys watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help it grow. We appreciate any support that we can get. Big Brown, appreciate you being the host today, man. Means a lot to me. And then I really appreciate you showing up, dude.
I appreciate you, man.
It was good meeting you.
Thank you.
And now I got a new friend, so I appreciate it.
We got 4 minutes left, but quick.
What the fuck do you have me do an outro for then?
That's an outro. But hold on. If you have
Son
a
of a-
message for the people, what is your message?
Don't close your heart off to anybody. Always keep your heart open.
You said for the people, not for me, dude.
That's for everybody. You made me think of that.
For
It
the
was
people.
It was on my heart.
Talking shit, man.
And that's
No.
it. Thank you for watching, people.
Later.
The Sonder Experience.